Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. I'm in Russia, and we've gotten everything updated with the ProMods and RusMap and stuff. I'll get into that as we get driving. As you can see, I have a new truck here, a Volvo Globetrotter 750 XL. I think that's what it is, FH16, all that. Got pretty much the same kind of tire setup with those runners, the nice yellow. This one's a little bit of a red color going with our little flame for our company. Got some bull bars on the front there. Gonna go into that building. Pretty cool looking truck. A little bit bigger than the Scania I had. The Scania is now with Naomi, my driver. She was driving the Tesla, but the Tesla no longer works with the new update. So had to buy a new truck and bought this beauty. All set up. Got some horns on the top there. Let's check it out on the inside and let's get driving. We are actually headed to Kulsari. That actually changed. No. Yeah. Okay, Kulsari, NBFC. Okay, AQTT. I don't know what time zone that is. I guess that's the time zone. That's what I've been seeing. Let's go on the inside. Well, that's it. Let's check out the map, see where we are with RusMap and everything. So here you can see the whole world map we got going. I got the zoom, special zoom. I'll show you some of the mods in a future video if you are curious. You can see we got Iceland and Britain and Ireland, and all this is ProMods. A lot of this is ProMods. There's a few, like Emden, which is an extra mod. There's a Scandinavian mod I have going, which does a little bit up here. So this is all ProMods, most of this in here. Then we got Romania Extended. I believe the southern region is also one I have in there, and that might be this actually even. And that's, we drove over here before, and this is pretty much expanded, I think. And then got a little bit of North Africa, Sardinia. And then you got the Russia map. All the way over, got St. Petersburg, all the way up into northern Finland. And then the southern region, and right now we are in the steppes. So we're gonna be going from here all the way over to Kulsari into Kazakhstan. So let's get on the road. Turn that off. We actually need to get fuel. I wanted to get fuel at the rest stop, but I obviously didn't do that. Have Grimes's early autumn mod on. His early autumn mod updated for Euro Truck Simulator 2 1.32. I believe that's the version we're on now. Have the latest version of ProMods 2.31. And I think everything else, all the other maps have been updated as well since the last episode I recorded. I re-downloaded everything. Following along with Wombat, another YouTube channel. He does the big giant map, and that's kind of gotten me into adding in all these map expansions. Had a ton of trouble though with, oh, look at this road. Whew, what an ugly, awful road. But I added in all of the mods I had running before. I've taken off FRKN64's graphics mods, just like in ATS. Simply because I was having some issues with JazzyCat stuff. I just wanted to kind of pare down on the mods I had going. Might get those back in, the graphics mods, because I don't think those were causing the trouble. But I had all of JazzyCat's mods, and now I talked about this probably in a couple of the other episodes for Euro Truck Simulator 2. But whereas on American Truck Simulator, the JazzyCat, all his AI traffic, truck, the trailers, all that, it's not really hurt the load times. Over with Euro Truck Simulator, just his trucks and trailer and cargo pack or whatever it is, I think it's about 3 gigabytes now worth of stuff. It's 3 separate files, packs, and And then you have the painted trucks, you have the trucks, or the train cargo, military cargo, the AI traffic, bus traffic, painted truck traffic, all of that. So I had that all installed, and usually that will take about 10 minutes to get it all loaded, because every time you load into the game, it needs to reload those. So it gets really frustrating if anything goes wrong once you load in. Wow, I'm out of fuel. Okay, well, let's see if we can drag this thing over. I think we'll make it. Come on. Let's make it to the gas station. Seems to be a running theme of running out of fuel or going the wrong direction. In the case of fuel, come on. I think if we go into neutral, actually, we'll roll a little bit better. And we'll get to the gas station just in time. Wow. There you go. Running out of fuel on the step. Look at that price, the diesel price. 40.48 euro. Oh, I'll turn the engine off. I was already off. Nope. All right, here we go. Let's fuel this thing up. All right, so the flip side of doing Mexico in American Truck Simulator is that here we are out in the steppe, and the fuel is dirt cheap. That's pretty cool. So I lost my train of thought there, what we were talking about. Oh, all JazzyCat stuff. So I put all of JazzyCat's traffic mods, the AI, or the cars, the trucks, everything. All of his packs that work together. There is the overweight, which is now included in the trailer and cargo pack. And I really love them, but the load times end up being between 7 to 10 minutes. And if you have any issues and the game crashes or something, you gotta reload again. And that's actually what happened the first time I loaded it up. Is spent the 10 minutes waiting, got in, and immediately the game crashed. So then I shuffled some things around, closed a few other mods, took some mods out to see if it would work, finally got it working. And then as I'm driving along, I notice cars, they weren't loading actually. So you'd see a person driving along, you'd see the shadow, maybe some wheels, maybe the steering wheel, the person sitting there, but flying like they're in the invisible plane, like Wonder Woman's invisible plane. So definitely having some loading issues there. I would check in with the console and it would say files are not loading. And I don't know what the issue is, if that's was it a mod order? If I put the mods in the wrong order, or if it was an issue of just not enough memory, I don't know. So took those out, took out the graphics mods, rearranged, put all the maps to the top on priority, and put the few mods I am still running, like this autumn mod. Here's a guy riding his bike. There you go. But the autumn mod, I took off the hidden barriers. I'm going to try to put those back in and see if that works. Took off the traffic mod because the traffic mods haven't been updated, or I haven't gotten an updated version of them for 1.32. Trying to think what other mods I do still have running besides Sissel's. Obviously Sissel's truck extra stuff, whatever you call that. Losing it in my head there, but this little clipboard that I got there and the CB radio, that's all from Sissel's pack. Hemmel's route advisor, kind of putting the route advisor on the bottom of the screen like you've seen in most of my videos. So those are working. The maps are working for the most part. Haven't run into any issues with the maps. This is my first time driving out here, finally getting out here into the steppes portion of the big giant map that I got running. The southern region has expanded quite a bit, it looks like. And it's beautiful. It's great work by the people that make this map, who make the Russian map, Southern Region, Romania Extended, all really good stuff. And then of course you have ProMods, which is doing excellent work as well. I'm looking forward, and we'll do an episode, of course. I'll try to get an episode showing off all these areas. Showing off North Africa will be one I really want to get to. Let's go driving to Kazakhstan. Okay, just have to jump in there. We had some really bumpy roads, and then of course we're coming to this checkpoint. I believe this is entering Kazakhstan. I'm not seeing any flags yet. But you can see how ridiculous, and I've been tempted to kind of throw in Class's economy mod, but just because every time the speed changes, you almost get a ticket. It's kind of ridiculous. I saw that speed limit going down to 30. Where we're going 70, and I saw it go to 30. Immediately hit the brakes, and still, as soon as you hit that 30, boom, ticket, $1,100. So, kind of ridiculous. But here we go, continuing through the steps, bouncing over some rough roads. You can hear the wheel. You can hear my wheel here just jittering along all that force feedback. And this trip is a long trip. When I took it, I think it was started with about 2,300 kilometers. We started all the way down right at the coast at the Black Sea over there. I forget what city, right there on the coast. Actually, where I bought the Volvo. And it's a long trip because a lot of these roads, not a lot of freeway driving, a lot of roads like this, a lot of speed limits like this too. Here we got a 30-kilometer speed limit. And there's been somewhere I'm going 50 for long, vast stretches of time, nothing, and just straight roads, so it's really weird, the speed limits out here. Makes it a little slow going. And look at the wind, straight. I think that's gonna be, let's check the map. It's probably gonna be straight southwest, the wind is going, as we are traveling southeast. And here we are at the border with Kazakhstan. First time coming into Kazakhstan, I think. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. First time we've ever been here to Kazakhstan. Pretty crazy to think how far east we're going. And it's gonna be pretty cool. I wonder how much more of this, how much further they're gonna go with the steppes, and you know, someone's gonna start modeling Western China and just get that direction. That'd be really cool to drive all the way from Europe all the way over to China, where I do live. I do live in China. Not that I really like driving, you know, in China or anything, but it'd be really cool to see it, you know, in game form, especially Western China, because I've never been over there. Eastern China's another animal, and I don't know if you'd be able to even model it accurately in the game, because get in the cities and it's just traffic jams. So our slow speed limit, and the time is flying by. I could have sworn the last time I looked at my clock it was only 1,300 hours, and here it is already 5 o'clock, 1,700. Got a rest area here. Really cool, all these just kind of rest areas just off on the side of the road. But it's gonna be really slow going here, going 30 kilometers per hour on the steppe. was just checking there how much longer we have on our clock. And next rest area we see we will be pulling into. Not a lot to see out here. Definitely at night as well. And it might have you wondering, is this just kind of like a coast-to-coast kind of thing? But I really don't think it is. It really is just showing what the steppe looks like. It's just open land. There's not a ton of mountains or everything everywhere. It's kind of a flat plateau kind of thing. And so you can kind of get away with having really flat. And I'm noticing there's a lot of textures though. There's still a lot of signage. Everything's still there. So it's not as if they just have the empty base, here's the road and that's it, like some sections of coast to coast with American Truck Simulator. And that's why at least the maps that I've used so far in Euro Truck Simulator and the areas I've been in on Russia map, Romania Extended, Southern Region, ProMods, and now the steppe, there's a lot of time and care taken to it. And I missed that rest area. Okay, next one we see. Next one we see, we should be okay to get to the next one. Hopefully, unless that was the last one forever. But not a ton to see out here. And that's kind of what you want to see with it. Wish we'd get a few more daylight hours out of these trips, but just the way I run the clock and the way you kind of have to run in Euro Truck Simulator, you can't really play it that you're always running daylight hours. Alright, here we go. Let's pull in here. Hopefully we'll get the dialogue for the resting. Oh, so hard to see. So hard to see. Oh, this is lovely. Alright. Woo. Feels like I'm kind of in a ditch now. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll just pull right next to this guy and see if we can get the dialogue to come up. And there's no rest area dialogue. Is this a rest area is the question. It might not actually be a rest area, and so I'm just wasting time pulling into an area that's not a rest area. So let's pull back out and continue on to the next one. And we're probably going to get in trouble for not resting at the right spot, but we pulled into a spot that looked like rest area, but isn't a rest area, functional rest area for us. It's a weird way for my lights to work. Doesn't light up that truck at all. Alright, so we'll get a little bit more driving in. And hopefully can find something. You can hear the... I already get the chiming from the Qualcomm or whatever system it is over here. But the truck is letting me know, hey, you only got a few more hours of driving. Find that rest area, which we are going to try to do here. Thought that was one. I kind of wanted to skip it, and really probably should have, because it actually isn't a rest area. I'd be surprised if there's nothing before this town, at least. But knowing our driving luck, that was the last rest area until we get to our destination, probably. Yeah, of course, that looks like that was the last rest area until we get to this next town. So we're going to be running right up onto the clock. But what is new with that? Seems to just be par for the course. We got another truck pulled over. He's probably resting, but you know, the AI trucks seem to be able to just rest wherever they well feel like doing it. Oh, got a little rabbit crossing the road there. Okay, here we go. We got a nice gas station and a rest area. Don't need gas, but we definitely need some rest. So let's pull in. That truck just decided to... Well, okay, it disappeared, but it was still there, I guess. You can see his lights flashing. Let's get the engine off. Wow, this is no sound effects. Whoa. Alright, well, until next time, I'm Martin Wenzel. This is Euro Truck Simulator. I'm out on the steppes in Kazakhstan. Take care. Happy trucking. Goodbye.